I know times are hard right now, my brothers and my sisters, but God knows that you're struggling. I guarantee you. The first thing that I want to tell you is that if you are currently having any sort of resistance for progression in your life right now, that means you are going on the right path. You are on the right direction. People that are not progressing do not receive mental resistance. Mental resistance comes from the devil. Your brain trying to convince you to do things you shouldn't do, trying to convince you to provide negativity to the world. That is resistance, mental resistance. And you do not get that type of resistance unless the devil realizes that you are coming out of his hands and going into God's hands. That is the only time that the devil is going to give you that resistance. So flip your perspective on the resistance. Instead of thinking of the resistance as something that is resisting you or holding you back, think about it as, wow, I'm progressing. That is the reason I'm getting this resistance. Sooner or later, this resistance will no longer be there, and I will have a totally new habit, a totally new mindset, a totally new thought process that will then lead to what I want in life, me achieving what I want in life. So that's the first thing that I want to tell you guys is God knows that you're struggling, and the devil knows that you're struggling as well, and that is the reason you are getting the resistance you are getting. So don't look at it as it is holding you back, but look at it as I am progressing, and that is why I am getting this mental resistance. It's the first thing I want to tell you guys today. And I know it's easier said than done. It has taken me months of meditation. I've been meditating for years, but as far as me getting to the point where I realized that this is just mental resistance, it is not resisting me in life. It took months of searching inside of myself, searching my soul, and meditating. So then now, subconsciously, my mind immediately associates mental resistance with progression. It doesn't give it a negative connotation anymore. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and another thing that I had to work on flipping my perspective when it came to, is adversity. Everything that is going on in your physical reality is a direct correlation on the things going on internally. So, anytime something's going on in your physical reality that you do not like, I want you to think, how do I change something internally so that this external thing can change? Because nothing changes externally unless things are changed internally. The second thing surrounding adversity is that think of adversity as, I am not the type of person that is ready to receive the things that I want right now. So what I need to do is go through adversity. I need to sharpen the axe. I need to strengthen my mind. I need to correct my habits so that I'm actually the type of person that can receive this thing that I want in my physical reality. Because if you're not ready to receive it, then God and the universe will not give it to you. So you need to be ready to receive it. A lot of people want money, but they're not the type of person currently that could handle money. They're not financially responsible. They don't have the habits of a rich or healthy person. A lot of people want to be fit, but they don't have the habits of a fit person. They don't eat like a fit person. They don't train like a fit person. So if you do not have what you want in your physical reality, not only is it a direct correlation on what's going on internally, but you might not be ready to receive that thing that you want in your physical reality. So you really have to search inside yourself and check yourself and be accountable and say, am I the type of person that can receive this? Because if I'm not, then the God and universe will not be giving it to you. So that's also something I want to mention about adversity. That is why adversity is given to you to strengthen you, to test you, so that the thing that you want to come into your physical reality, when you get it, not only do you deserve it, but you can keep it. So God knows that you are struggling currently. God knows that you are going through the adversity. He actually talks about in the Bible silver and the process of cleaning silver. And if you guys don't know this by now, you can't take everything literal in the Bible, meaning you have to look deeper into it. You have to find out the real meaning, the real lesson behind what they're saying. They're not actually talking about silver. They're using the process of cleaning silver to relate it to human beings and people. Now, how do you clean silver? You have to put silver in fire to clean it. Not only do you have to put it in fire, but you constantly have to watch it. You literally have to stand beside it and watch it in the fire. Why? Because if you leave the silver in the fire too much, it won't be clean. It will be damaged. What you have to do is you have to take the silver out right before it fully burns, because that is when it's going to be fully cleansed and fully purified. But if you leave it in just a moment longer than it's supposed to be, it will be damaged and it will not be cleaned. And what God was really saying, we need to be put in fire to be purified, to be cleansed. And what is the fire? The fire is the struggle. The fire is the hard times. The fire is what you're going through right now. The reason that you clicked on this video, that is the fire. But notice, how is silver cleaned? It is taken out. Not only is it always watched, so you are always watched, meaning as you are in the fire and as you are being cleaned, you are not alone. Somebody's always watching you, the person that is cleaning the silver, which is God in this case. Now, in order for the silver to be fully cleaned, you have to take it out right before it is fully damaged, right? Meaning that you will be pulled out of that fire once you are fully cleaned, once you are fully purified, because you are the silver. But if you are left in that fire just a second longer, you will be damaged and destroyed. But the person that is cleaning the silver will not let that happen, and that is God, which means that you are put inside of the fire, but God is always there watching you, and God will pull you out once you are cleansed and once you are purified and once you are in his hands, and you will be pulled out no later than that and no earlier than that. And you will not be left in there to be damaged. So I want you guys to know that. And I want you guys to know that the devil is going to do whatever it takes to throw you off of your path. My friend, shout out to Luke if you're ever watching this video, he talks about this analogy. He uses a straight, narrow path and how you'll be on the straight, narrow path and God will give you a destination from A to B. But then once you get halfway through or a quarter way through, the devil will try to give you a shortcut and it will say, take this shortcut. But the shortcut doesn't get you to your ultimate destination. And even if it does, you don't have those godly feelings that you want, the feelings of providing positivity to the world, the feelings of benefiting someone else, the feelings of happiness, the feelings of peace. Instead, you get the feelings of anger, the feelings of violence, the egotistical feelings, the feelings of envy, the envy. That is what you get when you take that shortcut on that long path from destination A to destination B. Now, God knows how long that path is. He knows if it's going to be a year path. He knows if it's going to be a 5-year path or a 10-year path. But every stop on that path is necessary for you to get to the final destination and for you to be the type of person that you want to be once you get there. But God is going to constantly the devil is going to constantly throw these wedges in there and these shortcuts in there. I want to give you guys a perfect example before I hop off this video. I was 21 working at a sales job, making like a little over $80,000 a year, and I was doing pretty well for myself. I probably had like $25,000-$30,000 saved up. I had investments, I had cryptocurrency, I had a bunch of stuff. At that time, I was on the path, the destination from A to B. I was on the path. And the devil, knowing that me and my girlfriend were very attractive people with nice bodies and we were always fit, he gave me this dumb idea to shorten the process and to create an OnlyFans because I seen how much money and the potential that could be made for this. At this time, just to give you guys a little bit of context, I was struggling mentally. I was drinking, I was smoking, I was doing a bunch of things that I shouldn't have done, which those give the devil easy access to you. If you're doing any of those things, it's like it basically like hops into your body. And I was getting these thoughts to start the OnlyFans and to take a shortcut on that path. And I even got it ready. I got everything ready, the page ready, did the verification, started getting these videos ready, these pictures ready, but it didn't resonate with my soul. It hurt me to do. This was my significant other, the person that I love so much, and I was going to allow people to see her body for money. I was going to allow people to see my body for money just because I wanted to make a quick buck, just because I wanted to shorten that process, that path. I wanted to shorten it. So it didn't resonate with me well. I knew that doing it would provide the opposite to the world of what I wanted to provide. I wanted to provide love and positivity, and I was actually doing the opposite. I was embedding to addictions and providing nothing but negativity. I started it. Luckily, I ended it very, very, very quickly because I realized it wasn't something that resonated with me, it wasn't something that resonated with my girlfriend, and we didn't do it, obviously. But what happened directly after is what really, really, really took me for a turn. After I got a job opportunity to leave the current job that I was and go to a different one, and I threw back and forth in my mind if this was the right decision to make for a while. Eventually, I decided that it was. I made the decision, and within those first few months, I pretty much lost all my savings. Wasn't making money with this new job. There was this big training period. There was this big contracting period. I went like 4 or 5, 6 months without making any sort of primary income. I had to sell a lot of my investments just to have money to pay my bills. And this was because God realized when I was on that path, making, I had $20,000, $30,000. I had investments. I was on the path to financial freedom, which is what I wanted. God realized that me allowing the devil to throw a wrench in that path and me trying to take that shortcut is that I was not ready for what I needed in life or what I wanted in life, which is financial freedom, to be a successful businessman. I wasn't ready for what it was going to take, the stress, the length of time, the patience. I wasn't ready for that at that time. So God literally took everything away from me, everything that I cared about, everything that made me feel like I was me. And He said, you know what? Start from scratch. And when you start from scratch, build yourself as a new person, someone that can actually receive these things. And when they do, they can keep them. They're not going to take any shortcuts. They're going to be patient. They're going to do things the right and godly way, which is the process that I've been going through over the last few months of reinventing myself as a new human being with a new mindset. And that is why I share these things with you guys today. And I hope that that story and these videos help you guys. And if it does, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave me a comment. I love all you guys. This is one of my favorite videos I made for you guys. So please share it with a friend.